Hello and welcome to Barbara's podcast. This is the show for women, all about health, nutrition, and wellness. It's the show that will empower you and inspire you to create a healthier lifestyle.
Hello and welcome. I'm Barbara Karafokis, and with me is my special guest, Vasilis Stefanou. So welcome, Vasilis.
Hello, Barbara. Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
My pleasure. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you live and what you do.
Okay, my name is Vasilis. Originally, I'm from Larnaca, but I live in Limassol the last 8 years now. I have been working here. Now I'm in the fintech company in the industry, basically. And in my free spare time and weekends, I'm using my time and energy for being an author and mind and body coach.
Excellent. So tell us, what is a mind and body coach?
So first of all, I need to clarify why I'm using this term.
Yes.
10 years ago, I started with martial arts.
Yeah.
I went through different routes and paths, different teachers. I tried different, and I'm still training in different martial arts. And that led me also to fitness, even some yoga and other training methods. So I have been practicing and collecting knowledge from all these. And because of martial arts, I got interested also in cultures because they are connected from different indigenous tribes and traditions.
Exactly.
So I started also looking academically into those. So I'm doing also academic studies in ancient civilizations. I went into philosophy, all this kind of stuff. So I got a broad idea from all these. And because there is no a term to bring them all together, I use this mind and body because I promote and teach others different pieces from all these parts, which connect the body.
Tell us about the book you've written.
Basically, I wrote the book the past summer, and it's a collection of all these thoughts and ideas I had, mostly, of course, of the mind. Some ideas work on the body too, but I wanted to write a book specifically for the mind. And I got these ideas from my practices and the books, the knowledge, whatever I received, the studies, and I put them together into this book. And basically, this book it tells you how you can use your mind more practically in anything you do.
Okay.
And each chapter builds up on the previous one. So first of all, you learn how to accept the reality and not what they tell you, the expectations, that everything is nice and there's no wrong thing and everything works perfectly. First, you need to realize that. To get out of the matrix, as we say from the movies.
Yes.
After that, you start recreating your reality, changing your mindset to create the circumstances you want to live into.
Yes.
From there, you go to how to create the habits, how to stay motivated and keep going with those habits, how to perceive others, because everyone comes from different background, different culture. We don't have the same ideas and beliefs, and accept all this. And then how to be aware of yourself, your surroundings, with your senses, how to train them. And because you look all these things, you also read people, how to read body language and whatever the others are giving you, which leads to also to better communications because you understand what others are thinking, feeling, how they talk to you, and how you can talk back to them in more effective ways. And in the end, after you use your mind to 100%, we'll go back to the beginning where you learn how to still it and remove the thoughts, how to use different meditation methods to calm it down.
Because I find, especially in my profession as well with nutrition, that a lot of people find it really hard to change their habits. they find that it's like they're climbing Mount Everest when it comes to changing a habit. And is there something that, are there any techniques that you can share with our listeners when it comes to changing some habits, how they can strengthen their willpower, if that's a correct term, and to help them create healthier habits, but not also just create healthier habits, it's also sticking to them, because someone changes their habits and I see it, they're okay for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and then they'll go back to how they were.
And some pieces that I had in my book on that part is that discipline brings discipline. Okay. There's no other way, first of all. But I know it's hard. I'm not saying it's easy for everyone, or there is a single recipe or a pill to give you discipline. Other than that, there have been a lot of studies of how many days you need to create the habit. 20, 66, and so many others. 1 month. My opinion is, even if it's 1 year that you are doing it, if you are not doing it, nothing will happen. Even you might do it for 1 day, you will do it the next day, and then you stop. Just try your best to do it as many times as possible. That's the way it's gonna stick. Again, it's not easy, but you create circumstances, proper circumstances for that. For example, I'm gonna give you a few examples. You wanna start eating better. Why have junk food and sweets at home? If you have them there, probably you're gonna eat them.
That's true. What you see is what you eat.
If you are not gonna have them there, first of all, you're gonna be bored to get the car and go get some sweets. So you're not gonna eat them.
You make it more difficult for yourself.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You create circumstances. That's for the food. Now, let's say you want to move more during the day. You have work, you have ladies that have families and kids, which is way harder for them. A few examples are the one that I do. Whenever you pass through a door in your house, you can have either a pull-up bar and pull yourself 1 time, or go down to push-up, or 1 squat, whatever. I'm sure you're gonna go to the kitchen at least 20 times.
I like that idea. That's a really good, really good advice.
From there, right there, you have 20 squats, for example, or push-ups within a day without even doing a workout. And for example, someone that is having a trouble doing pull-ups may be able to do 1 or 2, because you're gonna do them in different interval. You would be able to do maybe even more than 10 for that day, if you think about it, because you're gonna have rest too. That's another thing. Another thing for women that have kids, infants mostly, that they're on the floor, they're playing around, and they of course, you wanna play with your kids. Why not go to the ground with their kid and move around like with the kid? Like change positions, go from a frog stretch to butterfly stretch, to move your hips, turn your shin to shin box rotations, all kinds of moves. So you can move your body while playing with your kids. So you get 2 into 1.
Apparently there was an Olympian. I'm not sure if he was a runner or I can't remember exactly what this Olympian was, but they got him to do a brief exercise where there was a toddler and he had to do exactly what the toddler did. So if the toddler sat down or stood up or lay down, and I think he lasted about an hour and gave up. So so I'm sure it's really good exercise, just copying what your baby or little child does without even realizing.
That's what I keep saying to a lot of people. Kids know better than us, because whatever they do naturally with their instincts, their moves, their creativity, everything. But while we're growing up, society makes us remove all those things from our daily lives. So they are more natural than us. So follow them.
I know. Do you follow any specific diet to keep you in good shape mentally and physically?
To be honest, no. I used to years ago when I got into fitness because I wanted to build muscle, put on mass, because I have the slim ectomorph body type.
Yeah.
But at some point, and afterwards, I stopped. I just eat. I tried to eat healthier options. Whenever I have the option, I try to choose the healthier one, for example.
Yeah.
And I also try to include all the food categories, from veggies and fruits to nuts and seeds to even dairy and meat and fish. I don't mind any. But I try not to overdo any of those. So I will not have meat every single day.
Yeah.
And if I want to have a sweet, because I'm eating more properly the rest of the day, I'll have that one time that I want it, because it's good not to have all the time, but psychologically, if you think about it, if you are suppressing yourself not to eat whenever you want it, then psychologically you will pressure yourself in the end. And if you have one sweet, it's nothing compared to having a healthy diet.
That's what I say. I think if 95% of your diet's relatively healthy and you're eating clean, unprocessed food, then so what if you have, a dessert or a chocolate, a handful of crisps or whatever you're craving for, whatever you want, it's fine, and you can eat it guilt-free.
Exactly, and you can have, for example, a sweet that has also fruits on it. Again, at least you get also vitamins and minerals for those fruits, and you have your sweet in the end.
Yeah. As in a fruit tart.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what makes you feel inspired or like your best self? Because you're very creative. I see that you express your creativity through writing, through the martial arts. So how do you get to that place to express that? Is there something that motivates you, or?
Actually, I know it sounds cliche, but to be alive at this time, because now we have so many things we can learn from, and people, and methods to learn from. And we have everything in our fingerprints. Unfortunately, most of the people use their phones to just scroll the feed of Facebook, Instagram, and stuff. I'm not saying I'm not doing it. I do. Everyone does it, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to do it 10 minutes, 20 minutes, not the whole day.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I will be studying or researching something on the things that I want to learn. And because there are so many things, and sometimes, as we said before, there's not enough time every day. I'm excited to wake up and study something that I had in mind from yesterday, that I want to look into it more further. And I see that everything is connected. Martial arts with the fitness, with the mindset, that's how the book came, and all kinds of stuff. And if you read my book, you get, you think, how did he find all these things? Some things are not connected at all.
Yeah.
I will give you an example. I'm also into whiskeys. I'm a whiskey enthusiast. I love tasting them.
Yeah.
For the sake of tasting and what they give you, the flavors, the taste, the smells, different brands, what they provide, different countries, and because they have different methods and regulations, each country. So you find different things. And it's like food. When you try different kinds of foods, cuisines from around the world, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But when I started looking into whiskeys, and people that knew me were like, but you are a fitness coach. Why are you drinking?
Yes.
And I was telling them, I'm not drinking to drink. Because in Cyprus, they think drinking, you have to drink 1 or 2 bottles.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Without even thinking what you are drinking. You just have to drink.
And enjoying it.
Exactly. I'm telling them, I'm tasting. It's a different thing. I will have one, maybe two glasses. I don't even want to drink more than that.
Yeah.
Just to taste and enjoy, as you said, enjoy this drink. And because of that, I'm also training my senses. Within the book, there is a part of that. How to train your senses through food and drinks and wine tasting, all this kind of stuff. What you can learn from all this.
There's a word I use, and it's I tell people, savor it. Drink it, savor it. You know, don't gulp it down. Don't, enjoy it. Whether it's chocolate or a dessert or any food, savor it.
And it's another part of mindfulness, if you think about the awareness.
Yes. Yeah, it is part of it. So, in closing, if you had to share some of your life's wisdom and experiences with our listeners, what would it be?
The general idea that I put into the book to stay curious, try different things every single day, learn from everyone and everything, and whatever other experience you can find along the way, try as many as possible and just stay to the ones that speak to you, because something might not talk to someone as a, they will tell you, that's the bullshit. It's not good. Don't do it. There is no point to that. But for you, it might have a point.
Staying true to yourself.
Just find the ones that you like and keep doing those. Try more things, and that's it.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you there. You have to stay true with yourself, because sometimes we get lost, and especially there are the good and the bad living in today's era with social media and the internet, but sometimes we can just get lost in it. The overload of information, and then we, it can create confusion. So it's quite, interesting that we've got to stay true to ourselves.
Sometimes it's good to hear the opinions of others, or what the suggestions they give you, whether that books or movies or hobbies, whatever. And sometimes I listen to the suggestions, and some other days I'm like, why did I save those books, for example, in my book list that we need to get? Because those people told me. But when I read the summary of that book, doesn't speak to me. It might be as a general idea, the genre of that book, but the specific one is not for me. So right there, I remove it and I find something that is not famous. Others might not have read it, but from the summary, it seems that I should read it. That's it.
Yeah. So in closing, I've just realized we haven't mentioned the title of your book. So if you'd like to share the title of your book, and also how people can get in touch with you if they'd like to read the book or have you as a body-mind coach.
Okay. First of all, the book is called The Practical Mind. And I don't know if you're gonna post it as a video so they can see it.
Yes, I'll post it as a video. So lift it up. Very nice. So you got it in Greek and English.
Yes, excellent. I wrote it also in English and in Greek for both in both languages.
Yes.
Το πρακτικό μυαλό in Greek.
Yes.
You can find it, of course. You can get it, of course, from me. But there are also some places. In Larnaca is the Bookstore Academy in general.
Okay.
In Limassol is the Hammock Wellness Center.
Okay. Yeah.
And in Nicosia, the Solonion Bookstore. You can get it from those places, or just contact me through my social media, and we can arrange. I even sent the book to Netherlands, 3 weeks ago. So even worldwide, I can do it. We can talk about it.
You'll post it. Brilliant.
And as for my social media, and come in contact with me, you can find my website, thelifeupgrades.com, The Life Upgrades.
Yes.
It's the umbrella, let's say, because I started a few years ago.
Yeah.
When I started writing articles. And then I created videos and went through different routes. So it's an umbrella of all my social media, articles, videos, everything is connected there. Otherwise, you can search my name, Vasilis Stefanou, In the Google, you'll find my social media. I'm mostly into interactive, mostly in Instagram, Facebook, and I write books in Medium, YouTube channel for videos. Yeah, everything is connected. So you'll find me if you want me, either for coaching on any of whatever we talk about, on mind, the body, or if you want to get the book.
Excellent. Just a little note here that I will also add all of your contact details in the podcast description notes, so people can also see it there.
Okay, thank you very much, Barbara. And also, if someone has a Goodreads account, I'm also there. We can connect there. I forgot that.
Yeah.
And you can give the review of the book if you read it and if you want to comment something. Thank you again for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for listening to Barbara's podcast. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter or e-courses. Celebrate life, and see you at the next episode.